Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of What a Plate. What's your favorite rotation, Nicole?
It's part 2
of Storytime. We left off with Yaya. Anyway, so Yaya wanted to be touched.
Where?
So one day, we all hanging out at her mom's house. We was doing this all in her mom's bed. I don't know why we was in her mom's bed doing this. But we in her mom's bed, and you do the whole kissing stuff, but I'm thinking it's gonna be my turn. It ended up being her turn, and she just wanted a little bit of finger popping action. So I get and all of a sudden, the smell of onions starts to come from under the sheets.
Listen. My goodness.
Listen.
You smell that shit?
Because it's warming up now. So now it smells like we got a pot of hot soup, hot onion bisque on the stove. And I stopped, I said,
You smell that?
and she grabbed the covers like,
Oh, no, I don't smell anything.
I said,
No, I smell something.
I never said I was a good person. And honestly, the worst part to me come out when I'm dating women. It really does. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, I pick up the sheets and I'm flapping it. Fung. I'm flapping the sheets because we got to investigate what that smell is. And it came from under them sheets. I looked at her and she looked at me. I said,
It is you. It's you smelling like that. It's you.
she's like, I don't smell anything. She put her clothes back on and we ain't touched nothing. We ain't touched nothing else after that. We went to bed. But I just found it very disrespectful. And that's the last time I ever touched her too. But I just found it very disrespectful that you would allow somebody to be doing all of that to you. Because as a woman, we have too many folds and creases to be playing around. It's too, like, your whole cootie cat can stink because you ain't have enough water in the day. Your cootie cat can stink because you washed with the wrong soap. There's so many reasons why your cootie cat stink. So you really have to make sure that your cootie never stink. You have to really take care of it. So the idea that you're ready to be touched, and the night that you're ready to be touched, it smelled like a hoagie, like a sandwich, an onion bisque hoagie sandwich in the drawer. That was insane to me, and that was very disgusting to me. It was very nasty, very, very nasty. I wasn't feeling that. Oof. And then also, I wasn't attracted to her either. I wasn't attracted to her. I just wasn't. I think like the relationship lasted so long because she was older and she was looking for something more serious than what I was going to look for, because I was like 19 turning 20 at some point when I was dating her. I wasn't looking for nothing serious. But anyway, we move on. So in the process of me dating her, she then decided she wanted to have kids. Because you got to remember, when she was 22, she had contacted me. She now was like 25. And she started talking about having kids. And I'm thinking maybe she gonna have a kid. And I'm like, you know what? I'm here for you. But she really meant us in a relationship having kids together. One thing about it, no matter how many times, well, okay, I'll put it like this. I've always lied about it. I've always lied about wanting to have kids. That's something I've always lied about. I've never really been transparent on the fact that I'm not going to have kids. I date anybody, I lie about it. You want to have kids? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Why would I? Oh my God, yeah. I totally want to have kids. Oh my God, yeah. Lying. And that's one thing I'll always lie about. Because I feel like when you don't want kids, people try to get you to explain why you want kids. And typically, I will date somebody that wants to have kids, and it's a little bit of a waste of their time, and that's okay too. But I'll say, yeah, I want to have kids, and then try to like kind of see if they're really serious about having kids as the relationship goes on. If I feel like they're dead set on it, I'll break up with them. I'm not having kids. I'll date you, but I won't take you serious because you want to have kids. And the one thing you want to try to do is get me pregnant. But in that situation with Yaya, she wanted her brother to be the surrogate. And since she was like, working at a car dealership and some extracurriculars, I'll get into that part in a second, she wanted him to do the thing in the cup and she was going to try to turkey base me. I said, oh, me be pregnant? That's insane. I'm not pregnant. Now I'm a pregnant lesbian now. There's nothing wrong with it, but I think that was not on my bingo card. I was barely prepared to have the butt naked nasty with a girl for the first time. And now I think at this point I'm like 2 years past that or 1 year past it. And you want me to have a baby? No. 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 So I'm like, oh yeah, we should totally lying. Don't ask me why I was lying. Don't act. I don't know why I was lying.
I'm a lying ass bitch. I'm a lying ass bitch. I'm a lying ass bitch. I be lying and crying, man. I really ain't shit.
I don't know why I was lying, but I was lying like, oh my god, yeah, we should totally do that. And she was getting more serious. And I said, oh, I gotta start cheating. It's not funny. It's not funny. But there's other reasons why too. And I'll get to that. So yeah, you know, one day we're chilling, you know, we're going out. She's like, she need to make a run. She always made like these little runs that she would get out the car and go somewhere. I never knew where she was going. But she would like go into somebody's house, like go into the store and like meet somebody at the store. And I just never knew what she was on. I just never knew. And one day she did one of these little runs and I opened the glove compartment in the car. I think I was looking for like tissue for like my makeup or something. But I pulled down the glove compartment and there's a big ass bag filled with other little tiny bags. And the stuff was like a clearish blue. Like it looked like a clearish blue. And it was a bunch of it. And I said, hold on. This is crystal meth. Me how I know about crystal meth. At this point, I had never even seen crystal meth in real life. I just heard about crystal meth because I'm from the hood, babe. And I'm like, oh my God, this is crystal meth. So I call her mom on the phone. I forgot what her mom name is, but I call her mom. I'm like, yo, I'm like, you know, Yaya's like selling crystal meth. Like, I'm like, there's a bunch of crystal meth in the car. Like, I'm looking at it right now. And her mom was like, oh my God, babe.
Oh my God, babe. Are you serious? Oh, I gotta talk to her about that.
I'm listening to her talk, and she didn't sound genuinely concerned. And I'm like, So that was already a little suspicious. And she was like, okay, I'll talk to her. Okay, I'll talk to her. So she hang up. All right, she hang up. Yaya get back in the car. Her mom is like calling her because she's like, my mom keep calling. And she picked up the phone. She put the phone on speaker. Her mom was like, hello? You got me on speakerphone? And she was like, no, I'm not lying. But she's like, you got me on speakerphone? No, I'm not on speakerphone. She said,
get the fuck away from that bitch. That bitch is a fucking snitch. She's going to get you locked up. Get that bitch away from me.
And I said, oh my God, wait. They in on it together. And then she was like, all right, I hear like I got it. And she hung up the phone. And I'm like, I said, you selling crystal meth? She didn't answer the question. Then I'm looking around the car. Someone's like, all right, bitch, what else did you hide? And I found pills. The pills had her mom's name on them. She was selling her mom's Oxycontin. I was trying to figure out why her mom was never working. Her mom wasn't working because she was getting Oxycontin for her Crohn's disease. And Yaya was selling her mom's pills to give her money. And I said, oh my God. So you want to have a baby? You want to sell drugs? I just can't. I can't. And I knew then. I said, oh, this is not the life for me. One thing about it, I know when I'm too good for certain situations. I really do. I have an internal feeling that I feel where it's like, ooh, time's up. And she had reached her time's up. It was just a little hard to let it go because she really was doing everything for me. If I knew the shoes, she was buying me shoes. If I needed my hair done, she was getting my hair done. If I needed to go somewhere, she was taking me somewhere. So it was kind of hard to give it up. So I stayed a little bit longer after that. But I really started cheating after that. So this is where Tay comes in. So now we are overlapping Tay and Yaya. So Yaya, you know, she got to a point where she now was like getting a look, because I think she felt me pulling away. So now it's like a little jealous. We go somewhere, somebody's looking at me. She gripping me up. She pulling me around places. I'm like, oh, what the hell? Girl, because one thing about it, I never assumed in my life that I was going to be in a lesbian relationship and have a lesbian trying to grip me up because she insecure. I thought only men did that. Women do it too. Very strange. And it's really hard to have that situation with a person that's well, I can't say we was equal in size because she was about big as a house, but we can fight each other and it could be fair. Unless she fall on top of me, then I'm just, it's not nice. And I'm gonna stop it. Moving on. So you know, she had me around some of her friends, and then one of her friends was like, oh yeah, I smoked crack before. And I'm listening like, hold on. So you selling drugs, want me pregnant, and now you got friends that smoke crack. And she had like some real like dyke friends too, like stud dyke friends. And it's like, this is too much. All we ever do is smoke. We go out to eat. You want me to get pregnant. You selling drugs. Your friend had smoked crack before. And it's like, this is so much. So Tay enters the picture. So I ended up going out for gay pride one year. And as I'm walking, I run into this girl. Tay had a voice that sounded like a man. So I'm thinking it's a man approaching me. I'm like, oh no, sorry. Like, but it ended up being Tay. Tay was cute. And we was around like the same body. Like, we were around the same height. In the same size. And honestly, I really feel like Tay, if she, you know, she did express at one point she thought about being trans, and I did ask her, I'm like, you know, you think you might be trans? Because she really had a lot of male qualities. And she even smelled, like, men have a smell. She smelled like a man. Like, she had like the pheromones of a man. It's very bizarre. But she had like a little stubble here. She had a little chest hair too. I don't know. But Tay, you know, she was from Trenton, New Jersey. She was like light skinned, like real thick hair, probably like 5'8", 5'9", and very masculine sounding. And she was that was a hood nigga too. She really was. Black and Mild. The Hennessy Black and Mild. I said, oh. But anyway, she was better than what I was experiencing. Because also, I wasn't really attracted to Yaya like that. Like her being big, and then she trying to, you know, put the strap on, and next thing you know, I feel like somebody's crushing me to death, and I would have to fake it. And also, that stuff, she just was bad at having sex too. I was experiencing some bad sex stuff. So then, Tay enters the picture. So, you know, I'm with Tay, and I would like sneak Tay into like my dorm room, because like my dorm room, we weren't allowed to have company. So I would sneak her in through like a window downstairs at like my dorm. And that's when they start overlapping. So Yaya at some point kind of felt like I was like talking to somebody, because like, of course, the person that you with is always texting somebody. You know something is going on. So one day I'm with Yaya and her cousins, and we all like at her cousin's house, because like we had all planned to go get either tattoos or piercings or both. And I was like, getting nipple rings this time around, and nose rings. So we all like at her cousin's house, and her cousin, I had told her cousin that I was like doing a stuff to her, and it smelled like onions. So her cousin brought it up, instigating. And she's like, you know, because the big girls always got a smell. Yaya is going off, like, oh, that's not true. You don't know what you're talking about. Big girls actually take better care of themselves. And they going back and forth, and they trying to get me into the argument. But at this point, I'm high and drunk at the same time, and I'm texting Tay, but trying to focus on my phone. I'm trying to really focus. And Yaya caught me. She caught me. I think at one point we was on the same phone line too. Terrible. Because I was on my own phone line, and she convinced me to get on hers. But I think she did that so she could cut my phone off anytime she wanted to. I think somebody trying to set me up. I'm thinking about it. So she said, give me your phone. And I said, oh, like, what are you talking about? It's like, no, give me your phone. Like, give me your phone. I'm like, oh, like, I'm not giving you my, like, you really being weird. Lying like a man again. Lying, like, what are you talking about?
Like, yo, like, what are you talking about? Like, you really fucking the fuck out right now.
Lying. Just trying to prolong the lie to see if she'll let go. To see if she'll give up before I give my phone up. And she did it. She said, give me your phone. I gave her my phone. She, like, unlocked the phone. I'm like, I don't
even know my password right now. Like, yo, shit is crazy right now.
Eventually, I gave her the password because she really wouldn't let it go. And now, like, the whole room is awkward now because, like, she's really waiting for my password to my phone. So I give it to her. So she's going through my text messages. She's like, who is Tay? Who is Tay? Like, who is that? It's, you know, it worked in my favor that a lot of communication I had with Tay was, like, via FaceTime. And we didn't really text too much. So that really worked in my favor. And she was like, yo, these text messages, like they, yo, like, you don't, who's, I'm like, I got a sister named Tay. Like, what are you talking, you never talking about? Like,
yes, I did. That's like, I got a sister, like, yo, you're really tripping.
And her cousins, they believed me, so they started sticking up for me. Like, yo, like, why are you so insecure? Like, she not talking to nobody. Y'all together all the time. I'm like, yo, for real, like, for real. It saved me.
Crying me on wine, man, I really ain't shit. Somebody get the plunger, yeah, I'm really full of shit. I'm the type of bitch you gotta watch while you piss.
She ended ended up leaving, and like she ended up leaving for like 2 hours, and everybody's looking for her because that was our ride to get to like the tattoo shop so we could all get our stuff done. So she came back. I don't know. But then we all ended up going out to get piercings, whatever. So that was that. And then at some point, like that's when like the hate started coming in, cause like now every time we go out, she really is gripping me up. And it's like this one time, we were smoking, and I knew we wasn't smoking nothing regular, because like when we smoked, we was like outside of a PF Chang's, and after we smoked, I got out the car, and the car looked like it was 20 feet from the ground. So when I got out the car, I jumped out the car like I had a parachute on, landed on the ground looking dumb and slow, and walked into the PF Chang's, and it felt like everybody was watching me. And I'm pretty sure everybody was, because I felt weird as hell. She later on admitted to me that she was having me smoke K2, and she was smoking weed. After that, I stopped dealing with her. Like I kind of dealt with her a little bit on and off after, but like it wasn't like a relationship context. I think she was still trying to be in a relationship. I had already moved on with Tay. So we move on. So now we got Tay. So Tay used to come see me. She used to come from Trenton and catch the bus, but Tay was just a little too ghetto. That's the thing. It was a little bit too ghetto for me. Like she wasn't selling drugs or nothing, but it was like she would pick me up, or I would just like take the train to Trenton. Because also Trenton, New Jersey, it was a little bit too beyond me. But taking the train, next thing you know, I'm sitting at the train stop, and it's a homeless man, and he come walk over to me. He's sitting there next to me like
this.
And he laid next to me and decide to take a picture of me. Like he now taking selfies with me. So it's on. And now he taking pictures with me, of me, and then with me. I said, okay, this is a lot. And at some point, like Tay, she had came to see me at my dorm one day, and I used to kick my roommate out of the room too, because when I lived in the dorm, I had my roommates. I had a roommate, but my roommate would do too much. Like one day, I came in my dorm room, and my roommate had her ass up in the air farting, and I came in the room, and it smelled like it was like a waft of ass hit me right in the face. She was always doing something. She was either masturbation at night, like, and I would hear the moans she was 25 and her boyfriend was 50, and they was always going through something. It was just like too much. So I would kick my roommate out, and she would have to go sleep in the library when Tay came to visit. But one day Tay came to visit, and she had lost her phone while walking to my dorm. So she had to log in through her Instagram through my phone and my computer at the time. And that's when I caught her. So she was talking to her ex-girlfriend, like her and her ex-girlfriend was still seeing each other. It didn't really hurt my feelings too much, because like I still was like, it was like still interlocked with Yaya. And then once I caught her cheating, she decided to propose to me. And she proposed, and I said yes. And then that same night I was hanging out with Yaya, and I called my best friend at the time, and she was like, yo, why are you doing this? I'm like, yo, I don't know. I have no idea.
You ain't gonna understand everything. And everything ain't meant for you to understand.
I have no idea. I was just cheating. It was a cheating spree. So Tyson, she lived too far, and then, it just wasn't it for me. And also she had me going to the hood. And then just one day, it kind of settled in with me. She was like drinking Henny. I went to Trenton, got on the train, went to Trenton to go see her, like meet her and her friend in the car. And she's drinking and smoking and driving fast as hell in the rain. So, we make a couple stops, and the next thing you know, she's like going 90. It's raining, it's dark, and she's smoking and drinking. Like, imagine just somebody with a bottle of Hennessy to the face and driving fast as hell. So her friend is like, Tay, like, I think you need to slow down. It's like, no, cool, I got it. She's like, no, Tay, like, I think you need to slow down. Next thing you know, we go flying off the road, and we hit the divider, like that wall divider that's on the highway. We hit it. My head hits the window shield. Any harder, we all would have been dead. But the bumper's off the car. She trying to hurry up and get out of there before the police come, because they was going to send her ass to jail. And she had to and the whole time she said it was her cousin's. It was her car, but it was her cousin's car. So now we got to figure out the bumper situation. So we putting the bumper back on the car, people pulling over trying to see if we okay. She's smoking the black and mild. And I was like, you know what? This is too much for me. This is too much for me. At one point, she also tried to set me on fire too.
Ah, the ghetto. The ghetto. The ghetto.
I had threw away her last cigarette. She was like smoking near me. I'm like, I don't do the cigarette smoke. So I took her cigarette out of her mouth and threw it. She grabbed me by the scarf around my neck and put a lighter to it and tried to set me on fire. So Tay was, I had to cheat on her too. I had to. So we move on from Tay, and then we now have an interlapping with Shay. So Shay was a girl that went to my college at the time. She was like a junior, and I was like still, I think I was, a lot of this stuff happened in a short span of time. But I think I was leading toward my sophomore year. I probably was in my sophomore year. But I met Shay in my I met Shay in my first year. And my freshman year. And she was on the basketball team. She was really pretty though. Brown skin girl. Short. Like real short. Probably like 5'5". Maybe shorter. But, and she was like brown skin, long pretty hair. But she was cute, but she was really elusive. Like she enjoyed talking about me to my best friend, because her and my best friend had some of the same classes. But she enjoyed talking about me, but not to me. Like when we did talk, she didn't have nothing to say. She just wanted to talk to my friend about me. And I didn't understand that until I did understand it. So I started getting, like, once I started dealing with her, like she asked me to come to like some type of like party for like the basketball team. And while I'm at the party, she's trying to have sex with me in front of all of her basketball teammates.
Lord have mercy.
Cause like I was the only one not on a team there, and I didn't understand that dynamic. So I'm like looking around, and I'm reading the room. It's like, "Are you want to drink?" No, I don't want to drink. And I'm kind of just chilling. Next thing you know, they're like, "Oh, well, let's play Truth or Dare." And you know when Truth or Dare come in, somebody's getting rammed. Somebody getting rammed, and there's a room full of people too. So next thing you know, we on the floor. She trying to kiss, and I said, "Oh, I gotta go home." I actually, look what time it is. I gotta go home. So I leave, and I think that kind of turned her off. So I think she had a whole plan for me that I didn't have. So I leave, and I end up meeting another girl, Kay. So Kay, I met through Twitter. So Kay was like a Cambodian girl, real long hair, and I meet Kay. And so now I'm dealing with Tay, Kay, and Shay. And Kay, I met through Twitter. And you know, she was really, now that's one person I really did like. Out of all of these people, I really did like Kay a lot. I liked her. So Tay got a girlfriend. I found out Tay got a girlfriend because I'm going through her Instagram on my computer. So then I started dealing with Shay. Shay and Kay is like now simultaneously kind of like in my life at the same time too, because while Tay is in Trenton, I'm dealing with them home. So me and Kay, we get into like a whole sexual thing, and I decided she had a girlfriend. So it came out that she had a girlfriend, because I forget, I think her girlfriend went through my phone, and it went through her phone and found me, and then started like trying to band together a whole group of girls to hate on me and talk shit about me and at me on Twitter. It was like a whole Twitter war.
I understand why. They have good goddamn reason. I mean, smart, absolutely gorgeous, beautiful heart, a pure soul, the purest it could possibly be here on earth. Beautiful personality, such a gift.
And inevitably, she ended up staying with her girlfriend. But before that happened, I found out Shay had a girlfriend too. Shay's girlfriend used to teach cheer to the cheerleaders in our school, and I started getting weird text messages and phone calls.
I'ma call this bitch till you cut it off.
Puss ass hoe. Keep calling hoe. Yeah, hoe, cause you ain't.
Mysteriously, but I didn't know who it was from. It was from her girlfriend that was a stripper. So she was, the reason why she was being elusive is because she actually was in a relationship with a stripper, and she was a people used to call them step dykes, but she was a step dyke to her girlfriend's son, because her girlfriend had a son. crazy. Crazy. But she would legitimately get mad at me because she saw Kay around and I would have random hickeys and everything else. So she would, like, it was a whole thing. But eventually, Kay, she really did hurt my feelings. She left me for her girlfriend. But I didn't really feel too bad because her cooter stank too. Her cooter, it tastes like urine. Like, it tastes like she had just pissed. Like, she squatted over the toilet, pissed, shook her cooter lips, and moved on with her day. Like, I couldn't understand that. We went on a few dates, and after that, after I tasted that cooter thing, I said, "Ooh, no more. So then we have Shay. Now we have just Shay and Tay. So we got Shay and Tay. I'm simultaneously dating them, and I end up almost getting into a fight with Shay's girlfriend, and the whole cheer squad put out a taser. Anyway, and I got suspended from college for that one. I got suspended from college. So I stopped dealing with Shay. Inevitably, I stopped dealing with Shay. I think we went on one date, like one actual date where I met up with her, and we like went to I don't forget what we did. But after that, I stopped talking to her, and over the years, she still follows me on Instagram. Maybe she a fan of mine or something. I don't know. But she still follows me on Instagram. I don't follow her ass back, and then she'll unfollow me, and she'll do it all over again in like 2 more years. But I think she's married now to that same girl. Inevitably, I ended up breaking up with Tay too. So I decided to end it with Tay. I said, this is a little bit too much for me. So I ended it with Tay. And I move on with my life. So who did I date after that? Oh, my friends at the time in school. They were just like, well, we feel like you never dated a black man. Because by that time, I had only dated 2 men, and they both were like Asian men. Like, oh, you never dated a black man. You don't really know what sex is like until you date a black man. And that was the worst advice I have ever listened to, received, and taken. And I'll tell you in part 3. Stay tuned for part 3. Like, comment, subscribe for part 3. Bye.